Hello, and thanks for joining me for another review. Today we have the Polaroid P10 10.1 inch internet tablet. This is a $99 tablet from BigLots. I'll give you a basic rundown of the specifications. It's a 10.1 inch internet tablet. It's a 1024 by 600 capacitive multi-touch display, a quad-core processor. It runs Android 4.4.2 KitKat. It has 4 gigabytes of internal memory, which with a MicroSd card you can go to 32 gigabytes. It has built-in camera and speaker. It can produce HD video output by way of the mini HDMI port, adapter not included. It has Bluetooth 4.0, so you can use it with a speaker that will produce music. And not only that, but you can use it to make Skype calls. It has Wi-Fi 802.11b, G, and N. If you have an N router, then you can get speeds up to 100 megabits a second. It has a rechargeable lithium-ion polymer battery of around 8 hours battery life. Okay, now we'll look at the side of the tablet and some of the ports that it has. It has a mic, it has a back button, has a power port, an HDMI mini port, adapter not included. It has a micro USB port, a headphone port. It has a reset hole, a power button, and on the bottom you have a micro SD card slot. Now let's look at the screen. This has an edge-lit screen. Unfortunately, with edge-lit screens, it's only viewable from front distance of about 1.5 feet. Any further than that and you get shearing, which causes the screen to turn white. And you'll notice in the center here you have a black area, and along the edges it's a lot lighter. In this tablet you can go into the settings, and they have for the display, you can go down to smart colors. Make sure the smart color is on in this mode. It does greatly improve the screen on this thing. It gives it a little bit more contrast and it's a little bit sharper. Let's go down to the About tablet. You'll notice here it's Android version 4.4.2, and it is KitKat. And again, this tablet is a Polaroid tablet with a quad-core processor built in. Also, to some of the smaller, cheaper tablets, they don't have any way of updating unless you go through their site. This one has over-the-air update and local update. So if you'd like to go to their site and download the update, then you can do that, but it's much easier just to do it online. It's just the basic tablet. It's pretty quick, not much lag. Has the standard widgets. It does have the digital clock and analog clock if you like that. I do like the analog clock pretty good, but I do like the digital better. This is a Google tablet by way of, it's pretty much filled with everything Google. You'll have your, Google settings, Google Plus, Hangouts, Maps. Maps work very well on this tablet. Oh, okay. I didn't have it set up. You'll notice the keyboard is very responsive. Seems to keep up with your keystrokes. Okay, we're connected to that now. Let's go back to the Google Maps and I'll show you a little bit of the way they work. Okay, that's new. Have a little bit of lag there. Let's get back into it. There's some more of the, you have Google Play, and you also have the newsstand, and you can also read books on this. Gmail comes standard. Very responsive. I really like it. Oh, there we go. Not quite used to this. They all have a little bit of a quirk to them. Okay. This tablet is very Google oriented. You have to have a Google account to do most of the stuff, or it keeps popping up asking for it. They just have Google Now, so if you'd like to ask it a question or something, that does work. Animals. So it does come up with that. YouTube works very well on it. I've also installed Netflix, which works really good. The speaker's on the back, so it sounds tinny. You'd be better off if you have your own headphones or a Bluetooth speaker. I use a Bluetooth speaker with this one. That works very well. Little $10 speaker from BigLots. But that's a little bit of demonstration of YouTube, and like I said, it's pretty responsive. I mean, there's no lag. I mean, every once in a while it will freeze up, but that's usually when you're switching between applications, and you know, it's best to try to keep those cleaned off. It has 1 gigabyte of RAM, 4 gigabytes of internal memory that you can expand with a MicroSd card to 32 gigabytes. Now, getting back to the tablet, one thing I would like to note, this tablet has Bluetooth, and it's Bluetooth 4.0. I mentioned it earlier, but I don't think I stressed enough how important this is on tablets nowadays, having so much connectivity to your car and many speakers and stuff like that. This is going to be greatly used with this tablet because the speaker, like I said, it's on the back, and it is very tinny, and even at high levels you still don't have very much, and especially if you're in a crowded room or something like that and you're trying to watch something, you're not going to be able to hear it. Also, the screen, it's very reflective, very reflective. When I was standing outside, it was more or less a mirror. It was unusable. It works very well in really dim light, and that's probably where you want to use it, inside, because outside or any place that has direct sunlight, it's just going to wash it right out, and you're more or less just carrying around a heavy mirror. And the unit is heavy. It's not as comfortable to hold as an iPad or anything like that. It's much heavier, and it does have a good, rubber rubberized filling on the back, but it's still, you know, it's still very heavy. I don't really care for it. On a scale from 1 to 10 for this tablet, I'd give it about probably a 6. The screen really takes away from that. They could have really spent a little bit better time and put at least a 720p screen on this. It's such a waste to have such a good tablet and one to waste so much and then have a crappy screen on it. But anyway, that's my review of the Polaroid P10 10.1 internet tablet. Please subscribe, rate, and check back often. Thank you.